This has to be one of the most drawn out trades in NHL history in terms of how long we had to wait to get the full details. 4 hours ago, that's right, 4 hours ago is when Elliot Friedman tweeted out hearing Timo Meier to the Devils, and we are now just finally getting the full details of the trade. So let's break this trade down because there is a lot. The New Jersey Devils have acquired Timo Meier along with depth defenseman Scott Harrington, prospect Timur Ibragimov, Santeri Hataka, and goaltender Zachary Emond, and a 5th round pick, originally Colorado's, in the 2024 draft. In exchange, the San Jose Sharks have acquired Andreas Johnsson, Fabian Zetterlund, Shakir Mukhamadullin, Nikita Ohachuk, a conditional first-round pick in 2023, and a conditional second-round pick in 2024, and a 7th-round pick in 2024. As part of this deal, San Jose will also retain 50% of Timo Meier's cap hit. The conditions on the draft picks are as follows. San Jose receives New Jersey's 2023 first-round pick. If the pick is a top 2 selection, New Jersey will instead transfer their own 2024 first-round pick. Now for the conditions on the second rounder, should New Jersey reach the 2023 Eastern Conference Finals and Meier plays in at least 50% of New Jersey's playoff games in 2023, or the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals, New Jersey will transfer its own first-round pick in 2024 to San Jose. It'll be top 10 protected instead of its own second-round pick in 2024. If New Jersey's first-round pick in 2024 is a top 10 selection, New Jersey will have the option to instead transfer its first-round pick in 2025 to San Jose. Should New Jersey transfer its first-round pick in 2024, per the original condition, New Jersey will instead transfer its own first-round pick in 2025 should they reach the 2024 Eastern Conference Finals. So did you guys get all that? Probably not. I'm sure I will leave a link to the official trade release from the New Jersey Devils down below in the comments. It's a lot easier to understand the conditions if you're reading them for yourself. Just an absolute monster of a trade. 13 total pieces involved. So let's first take a look at this deal from the point of view of the New Jersey Devils, and we're really only going to focus on them acquiring Timo Meier because he's obviously the big piece in this trade. Nothing else in the deal for New Jersey really matters all that much. It was just players to make the contracts even up and work out and stuff like that. This is an absolutely massive addition for the New Jersey Devils. Timo Meier is genuinely, in my opinion, one of the best wingers in the National Hockey League. He's the complete package. He's everything you want in a top-line winger. Fantastic play driver, has a booming shot, unreal set of hands, and he's a bigger guy as well. He doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. He goes to those dirty areas. He can score goals in so many different ways. Timo Meier already has 31 goals this season in just 57 games, 4 goals away from tying his career high in which he set last season. And obviously what made Timo Meier such a valuable piece on the trade market is the fact that he's not just a rental. Timo Meier is really now just hitting his peak as a player. He's 26 years old and he's going to be a restricted free agent at season's end. You don't have to worry about losing Timo Meier for nothing. An extension did not come with this trade, but I'm sure eventually, whether it's before the season ends or sometime in the summer, New Jersey will get him signed to an 8-year deal. Timo Meier is going to be an absolutely massive piece for the New Jersey Devils for a very long time. You add him to a young core that already includes the likes of Nico Hischier, Jack Hughes, Dawson Mercer, Igor Sharangovich, Jesper Bratt as well, and that's not even mentioning prospects like Alexander Holtz, Simon Nemec, Luke Hughes, and Seamus Casey, none of which New Jersey had to part with to acquire Timo Meier, which is crazy to me. So if you couldn't tell, I absolutely love this deal for the New Jersey Devils. It's a nice counter to what the New York Rangers have done, going out and getting Vladimir Tarasenko. They're likely adding Patrick Kane here in the next couple of days, and the Rangers are the team that the Devils will likely meet in the first round, which is going to be an unbelievable series. So those are my thoughts on this deal from the New Jersey side of things. Let's now break down the return the San Jose Sharks got, and I won't lie, if I was a Sharks fan, I would be a little bit underwhelmed. I really thought they were going to get one of the Rangers' real top prospects. I guess you can kind of call Shakir Mukhamadullin a top prospect, but I'm talking guys like Alexander Holtz, Luke Hughes, Simon Nemec. They didn't have to get rid of any of those guys, or even Dawson Mercer, who there was a lot of talk about him potentially heading back to San Jose in return for Timo Meier. They didn't have to get rid of any of those guys. I feel like San Jose definitely wanted quantity over quality in a return for Timo Meier, and that's why we've seen so many pieces involved in this deal. But don't get me wrong, still some really nice assets coming to San Jose. Let's start with Fabian Zetterlund, who's a third rounder by New Jersey in 2017, 23 years old, and has done a really good job in a limited role this season, kind of serving as like a fourth line energy forward for the Devils. He's got 20 points in 45 games this season. I feel like Fabian Zetterlund is definitely capable of being a really solid two-way middle six winger. He's likely going to get an opportunity to play in a much bigger role with the Sharks. Andreas Janssen, a guy who once had a 20-goal season with the Maple Leafs, but he's obviously far removed from that. He's been playing most of this season in the American Hockey League. He's got a $3.4 million cap hit and is a UFA at season's end. He's just included in this deal to make the money work. And then, of course, we have Shakir Mukhamadullin, who I would say is definitely the biggest piece of this return for the Sharks. He was the Devils' 20th overall pick in 2020. He's having a really good season in the KHL, 25 points in 67 games. Any young defenseman who produces like that and plays big minutes at the KHL level definitely has a very responsible game. He projects to be a good top 4 defenseman at the NHL level. And then, of course, you have the draft picks, which are cool and everything, but there's so many conditions on them. Like I said, link to the full trade release down below in the comments if you want to go read over those conditions again for yourself, because I really don't want to do it. And obviously, draft picks don't mean much if you can't hit on those picks. So this is one of those trades where we're probably going to have to wait a very long time to see just how San Jose did in this return. But like I said earlier, I do feel like it's a little bit underwhelming of a return for the Sharks. So those are pretty much my overall thoughts on the deal. I'm obviously very curious to hear what you guys have to say, especially if you're a fan of either the New Jersey Devils or the San Jose Sharks. How do you think your team did, and just what are your overall thoughts on the trade? If you guys enjoyed this video and you're excited for more trade breakdowns between now and the deadline, then be sure to leave this video a like. That is the best way to show your support. And most importantly, if this was your first time checking out the channel and you want more NHL content just like this all year long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you all soon.